It's time for a new game. After the quick look over Tomb Raider 1. Now it's time for another very old game, Fallout 1. I'm playing the Fallout FIXT version, as you can see in the background. Already installed it. It was quite a mess. It was quite a challenge to get it up and running in the way I want it to run. And here it is. Switch to the game. With the right settings, I increased combat speed a little bit and mouse sensitivity. Makes life a little bit easier. We also have some screen settings. There's some kind of new options that you can adjust coming from that new mod. There's Fog of War, which is yeah, I don't know if I ever played it like that. Yeah, Fallout 1, yet another game from the year 1997, which is 20 years. Shit, it's 28 years. Those games are 28 years old. It's the year 25. Those games are 28 years old, just as Tomb Raider 1. I could check the exact dates for both of the games, because that's actually quite insane. Very, very old games. One second. Fallout 1 was released on the 10th of October 1997 in North America on MS-DOS and Windows by Interplay Productions, whereas Tomb Raider 1 was released on the October 25 in the year 1996. Oh. So there is actually one year in between. Didn't know that. Did I get bad information when I checked the last time? No idea. Maybe.
War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes. In the 21st century, war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons: petroleum and uranium. For these resources, China would invade Alaska, the US would annex Canada, and the European Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth. In 2077, the storm of World War had come again. In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders. And from the ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise. A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults. Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world. Life in the vault is about to change.
I have not the slightest idea if those guys from Interplay have had any idea, like back in 1997, what they will create with this thing, like what they were bringing, what they were throwing there on the market. It's like crazy. I mean, Fallout has become a huge thing, like over the last years. Bethesda Softworks played a major role in that development. Although many, of course, constantly criticized Bethesda and Todd Howard for what they are doing to those games, and like for their games in general. They're buggy and they are like I don't know. In the end, those are super large games and like games that have made history, that have brought culture around them, like the Elder Scrolls games, the Fallout games. It's just a wow, actually. To me personally, it's a wow. I'm very sorry if that sound now interrupted. This whole talk of mine. I interestingly have okay, 1 second. Yeah. Fallout games, huh? Okay. Power is back. Well, let's dive, as ChatGPT would say in the year 2025. Let's dive deeply into the world of Fallout 1. And I'm not that good at Fallout 1. Fallout 2 is my favorite. Okay, we had enough of that. War never changes. I actually like to play those games with guide and all. Let's check out those characters that they have created for us. Those are all vault dwellers. They are all vault, like inhabitants of the Vault 13, where the game starts. This is Max Stone. He has heroic strength, very strong strength values. Those are the special skills, by the way, that we know from Fallout 3 and 4 and New Vegas. Max Stone is the tanky guy, kind of like super strong, terrible perception, a lot of endurance, 0 charisma, 0 intelligence, agility is good, and little luck. Quite some hit points. I think hit points is coming from endurance. Melee damage 9 is very strong. Those values are, especially for the beginning, like insane. Unarmed 93%. He's starting as a boxing guy, as a pure fighter, melee fighter, basically. Well, he actually has a description. Stone, to his friends Maxwell, is the largest person currently living in the vault. He is known for his physical strength and stamina. He would make the ideal volunteer due to his tremendous size and strength. It is unfortunate that his intelligence was affected after birth, when the labor bot dropped him on his head. Oh shit, he doesn't care that he might have to leave the vault. Is an important note at the very end, because our journey will lead us out of the vault, of course. Where's the Fallout game that keeps us inside of the vault? Okay, we can also modify those characters. Natalia, a female character, has little strength, little perception, Some endurance, it's that is okay. Agility is 10. It's heroic. That's very strong. She has quite some luck and charisma and intelligence. Natalia is the grandchild of a Russian diplomat who worked at the Soviet consulate in Los Angeles. She's a talented acrobat with excellent coordination and reflexes. She's extremely intelligent and resourceful. Her only difficulty as a young child was understanding personal property laws. I get it. Little thief. Natalia is very interested in leaving the vault and curious to explore the outside world. Those are perks, by the way. Perks. Night person and gifted. What does the other guy has? Heavy-handed and bruiser, of course. Character number 3 that we can choose from is Albert. Albert is not that strong. Perception, endurance, and strength is all around 5. Charisma 9, a very charismatic guy. Intelligence 6. Kind of balanced traits. He has the skilled and the good-natured perks. He's a speech guy. He's a talker. Albert is a talker. Albert is a charismatic leader of a small vocal minority of the vault population that is considering life on the outside world. Dedicated to the role of a negotiator, he is often able to communicate efficiently between different parties. His professed occupation is closest to what was once known as a lawyer. Albert is often able to convince others that his ideas are correct. Interesting characters, interesting. Okay, we have those 3. We have the strong one, we have the agile one, and we have the talkative one. Okay, how about we create our own guy? Or our own girl? Is that another female one? I'm playing Tomb Raider, and there I'm like a female. So maybe for Fallout 1, I want to be the classic vault dweller. A male guy. And the name is, how do you call it? Like a serious name? More like how about Ruediger? Age 25. Age 25 is okay. Male character. Fallout has quite a nice system. It's not that super complex, but there's still a lot inside. Like you have action points. We will explain the fighting, how the game is running later on. But those action points are super important. They determine how much you can do in one round of fighting. Like this is round-based fighting. This is not like action-based fighting. It's round-based fighting. Weight is very important. It determines how much you can carry, of course, how big your inventory is, basically. Critical chance plays a huge role in the Fallout games, because regular hits don't do that much damage, but critical hits, they basically let the enemies explode. And when you want to be strong in the classic Fallout games, you want to go for critical hits. Because radiation resistance, poison resistance, those things are a thing, but not that super important. It's not. It is not a highly balanced game in terms of what it has, well, the mechanics it has to offer, and how important they are. That is one thing to mention here. We have some traits. My personal favorite is the gifted trait, because it reduces the amount of skill points that you have already. Those ones determine how effective you are in any of those skills. Well, but at the same time, it increases your special skills by 1, like all of them. If you press this, you can see Outdoorsman goes to 1%. down. Gambling goes down to 28%. It's minus 10% on all of those skills. It's just not all. Yeah, it's about 9 to 8%. For some, it's just 8%. Okay, I will go with gifted because gifted is pretty cool. And I'm honestly not that sure what is good in the first Fallout game. Skilled means you spent more time owning your skills than most because you were born with less potential than most. Plus 10% to all skills and plus 5 skill points per level, but perks only every 4th level. Normally is every 3rd. So you deny perks, but you get a lot more skill points. And plus 10% to all of those skills. I don't know. Bloody mess is a fun thing to do. Fast shot. You attack faster than normal, so you don't have time to make targeted attacks. All attacks, including melee and unarmed, cost 1 less action point. But you can't aim for specific body parts, which is bad. That's not what you want. Your attacks show a lot of finesse. You cause more critical hits, but you don't do as much damage. Plus 10 critical chance, but your attacks deal 30% less damage. Starting with those two will give you a tough start, I can tell you that. Fast metabolism. Your rate is twice, your metabolic rate is twice that your fellow vault dwellers. Because your body heals faster, it has not developed a normal resistance to the elements. Plus 2 healing rate, but poison resistance and radiation resistance start at 0%. The Bruiser, that's the strong guy. Minus 2 action points, but plus 2 strength. I would never give away 2 action points. I don't think that's a good choice. Drug reliant. You have enjoyed your trips to the vault, medic, a bit too much. You recover twice as fast as normal from the ill effects of drug addiction, but your chance to become addicted is also twice as normal. Interesting. And drug resistant. Your chance to become addicted to drugs is 50% of normal, but drugs only affect you half as long as normal. I don't know. Plus 1 agility. Nice person, good-natured. Mayhem seems to follow you everywhere. Everyone around you has more critical failures in combat. The bad thing is, so do you. All combat failures misses have a fairly high chance of being upgraded to a critical failure. The image shows perfectly what is meant by that. Doing this gives a lot of skill points to use. But you also have not that many perks throughout the whole game. Is that a loss of 25% or a loss of 33%? Every 4 levels you lose 1 perk. No idea. One-hander. I'm struggling already with choosing any of those. I might do a cut here. Okay, we've seen quite some of those. Intelligence is always important. It determines how much of those different of skill points you get per level, basically. What was that sound? Okay, could you please cool. Good. My rig somehow decides not to load more energy, so well, that's how it goes. Fast shot. Should I take finesse? But I do not want to lose 30% damage. But it's the one and only attack I could think of. What else would I take? Not the one-hander. Because that fires back in the late game. Because they use a lot of two-handers. Those Y-handers. The good-natured would be a choice. And I will not overdo it with the critical hits. The good-natured skill. You spend more time than normal studying non-combative skills growing up. Plus 15% to first aid, doctor, speech, and barter. But minus 10% to small guns, big guns, energy weapons, throwing, melee weapons, and unarmed. Let's take the good-natured, right? Because why not? And I don't fully know what is important for Fallout 1. Endurance, stamina and physical toughness. A character with a high endurance will survive where others may not. Modifies hit points, poison resistance, radiation resistance, healing rate, and the additional hit points per level. So maybe I might not be the most enduring guy of all, but I'm intelligent, charismatic, I can talk, I have perception, enough strength. And I might increase luck for 1 more point. On the other hand, does luck give me anything else but critical chance? Whereas agility decides over action points, which are very important. They are just very important for these games. Okay, let's go with that. Good-natured and gifted. What do I need? Speech. I want small guns for the start. Speech as a strong skill. should be a good fit. I don't know about repair. I don't know about any of those, to be honest. If I go with melee weapons, I mean, at the start you kind of need it, but I think at the start, I mean, without good-natured, I would have 51 and 52 in small guns. With good-natured, I go with 42 small guns and 41 melee weapons into the game. Okay, I know, I'm sorry, this is super nerdy, right? Okay, what else could I take instead of small guns and speech? Science, lockpick. How about science? I'm a smart guy, so... I mean, in that game, of course. I'm a very smart guy. I have intelligence 9, which is insane. Okay, let's go like this. Small guns, science, and speech. Yeah, should be something you can work with.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe, okay?
Never before have you seen a natural darkness like this one. It almost looks unnatural to you. See bones. Ed's dead. It looks like Ed had a very bad time. I got one 10mm pistol, a Colt 6520, a 10mm auto-loading pistol. Each pull of the trigger will automatically reload the firearm until the magazine is empty. Single shot only, using the powerful 10mm round. Minimum strength 3 for this weapon. You have 12 shots per magazine. I got some mentats. they increase my smartness. A pillbox of powerful mind-altering drugs. Increase memory-related functions and speeds other mental processes. Highly addictive. Trusty vault canteen. Some stim packs. Stim packs are super expensive in this game, as far as I can remember. And there's a rat already, and here is this computer controls the large vault door. You have to enter a specific access code for the computer to work. Since I have science skills, I might be able to hack into it. This large door is the link between the vault and the outside world. It is too large to open manually. Use the entry terminal. That's how it goes. Maybe let's try to fight that rat. Now you see like those round-based fighting systems. You have a round. Sometimes you start, sometimes the enemy starts. There's a certain mechanism that decides over that. You have action points, and with that action points you can walk a few meters, like as many action points as you have. Each attack costs a few action points. The stronger the attack, the bigger the weapon, the more action points it costs. Going into the inventory costs action points. Taking items costs action points. So it's a common thing to heal, like inside of like in one round that you have. So that's not uncommon, and it doesn't mean to cheat or anything. It's just that round-based thing. But when you fuck up, when you waste your action points, you will most likely also get wasted by the enemies. That's just how it goes. And I have hit the cave rat with 4 hit points. Next mechanism I can check. I checked the mouse and it tells me the mouse looks severely wounded by that attack. There's also, you can get some perceptive skills and perks, I think, where you can check for the exact health points and weaknesses and those kind of things. Okay, I was able to attack twice and I was walking 1 step, so now I can go away for 1 step. Cave rat couldn't hit me. Now I'm attacking again. And I killed it. I gave it about 10 points of damage and that killed the rat, so they're not very strong. Still, I am very rare on items. I have no money. I'm basically just starting the game. And I will save a lot during this beginning. The computer does not accept my access code. Which is a mess, actually. You tinker and study for a while, but do not discover any useful gadgets or information. I am pretty sure that you can get back in somehow. Only I'm not sure if that is at the beginning already. With those skills and applying those skills, it is a lot about trial and error. That's what you want. That is a good start. The mouse is basically running towards you, and 7 hit points. It's enough to kill it. I'm allowed to attack again. No! Please, what are you doing? Wasted one full attack. Didn't hit me, which is something. Only now I have both rats behind me. Still both of them. Huh. And that... oh, damn it, okay. I lost a lot of health now already. So, yes. That's how you basically can sneak yourself through the first parts of the game. Just like... fight and load. Okay, I have to be a little bit more safe with the controls. Nah, I don't like that. Yeah, anyways, that was a nice and quick introduction to the game. I will continue, of course, playing it, but I might just do a cut here. Only I first want to get revenge. For that hit points that I lost. Cave red mist, that's how I like it. And now it hit me, and I don't like that. Okay, that was the introduction. I will do a cut here, and I'm happy to see you again on the next part.